Hey guys, welcome to week 1 of our June curriculum. It is Monday or Tuesday, depending on which day you're watching this video, and just real excited to get started in a new month of learning new skills. Last month was really awesome. I was so happy to see so many of you testing, whether that was here in class or on Zoom or sending in videos to me. I love staying in touch with you all those ways, and I'm so proud of you and thankful to you guys for sticking with the program and continuing your training. So before we get going on today's lesson, I'm going to have you get warmed up. All right, start with some jumping jacks. Do 25 jumping jacks, 10 push-ups, nice strong body, flat back, keeping that belly from flopping on the floor. Then do those sit-ups, trying to keep your head off the floor even as you lay back down. 10 of those sit-ups, and then finish or do some front ups, right? 10 on each leg, just swinging that leg up, getting a nice stretch on the back side of your leg there, because we are going to be doing those rising front kicks later, so you want to have that warmed up. And then finish up with like a 30-second plank or 30 seconds mountain climbers to get your body warmed up. Ready, set, go. Okay, so we are going to start off today with palm strikes. A lot of you have done these before. Some of you may have not done these before. So last month we did work on punches, right? And punches are good for martial arts. It's a really technical hit. If you don't hit just right, you could really jack up your hand and hurt yourself, right? So we really don't recommend using those punches when you are in a self-defense situation. A much better way to strike someone, if you got to use your hand, is with this palm side of your hand, hitting with, some people call it the heel palm, the heel of your palm. Think about like where the heel of your foot is. This is the heel of your hand, okay? So when you do a palm strike, what's important with the palm strike is your power, right? Because if you just swing your hands, that's a slap, right? Slaps are not effective, especially against a big bad guy or woman who may be trying to hurt you or kidnap you or something. So the key to successful and effective palm strikes is power and driving straight out with that palm strike, all right? So getting your right side back, ready, stance, okay? So just like we had punch, reverse punch, meaning reverse is with your backhand. Now we've got palm, reverse palm. Reverse palm is with your backhand, the side that has your leg back. All right, so with those hands up, start with just a palm strike. So with your forward hand, reach straight out, right? But notice how I'm leaning into it. Now I'm not bending over into it, but just I'm pushing off my back foot a little bit and putting on my weight on that forward hand, okay? And again, I go straight out and straight back, just like with those punches last month. Straight out, straight back. You do not want to go out and then down and let it fall, because that really turns it into a slap. Okay, so really think about straight out, straight back, twisting your body into it, straight out, straight back. Get that twist. Do not bend into it, but lean into it, right? You twist, turn your hip a little bit. Okay, so that is the palm. And then you follow it up with reverse palm. So bring this hand right back by your face and twist those hips to reach that hand out. Again, I'm not bending over like this, right? It's twisting to put your body power behind that strike, okay? Your other hand stays right up here by your face and twist that hip. See how my heel comes up? My knee drops a little bit. That's what's gonna push the power into that strike. And again, bring it straight back. Don't let it swim down, because then you lose all your power and you leave your face open and that becomes a slap. All right, so when you put them together, palm, reverse palm. Again, palm, reverse palm. Really think about that twist, but don't let your foot flop over like that, right? That'll make you really unsteady and can hurt your ankle. So twist, push off your toes, leaving the toes on the ground. Good. Again, and you really don't have to like bend your hands back. Just stick that, drive that palm out and reverse palm. Okay, so now when you go to hit something, if you have a partner who has some mitts or those focus pads, or even if it's just, if they're holding out a pillow for you, okay? this is where it's really important to practice not pushing, right? I see a lot of kids, they go like this, and then they're pushing, and that's not a palm strike. Remember, it's not leaning in. We're not going like this for a palm strike. We're going like this. So when you hit a target, okay, notice my shoulder doesn't go in and then push. It's straight out, okay? Boom. All right, so if you have a partner holding those mitts, right, you want to hit across to the opposite hand, okay? That way it's better targeting, right? If you're hitting straight out like this, that's practicing hitting either side of a person's face. If you're hitting across like this, that's better targeting practice. Your targets are closer together, and that's what Master Forleo prefers that we do, okay? So whether you're hitting one object, if you're hitting one thing, like if they only have one mitt or one pillow, then hit in the same spot, obviously, okay? So, starting with your right side back, you're gonna palm, palm, do 5 on each side. 5 palm, and then 5 reverse palm, okay? Using that voice, go, okay? Helpers, make sure they're not just leaning and pushing, right? We're not pushing, this is strike, strike, okay? Also keeping those hands up, don't let it swap down, because then that second one's definitely gonna be a slap, and it's gonna be super sloppy and ineffective. So remember, straight out, no, no. All right, so once you've done 5 straight palm, 5 reverse palm, then put them together. No. Okay, remember to keep those hands up, bring them straight out, straight back. Partner, let them know if they're dropping their hands down so that they can think about bringing those hands straight up, straight back. All right, so those are our palm strikes. Ready, set, go. All right, guys, next up, we're gonna be working on pivot, rising, front kick. All right, now the last 2 months we've done front kick and pivot front kick, meaning that 4-part kick that has the chamber, kick, re-chamber, back to balance, okay? Now this type of front kick is called a rising front kick because instead of chambering and going out, now we are just bringing the leg up. So it does not have those 4 parts and it's got a different target. Those front kicks we're aiming for the front of the body and the belly. These rising front kicks have a whole different target. They're a great self-defense move. So Mr. Foley, would you come on out and help me, please? All right, actually, before we use the bag, come on a little closer. So, talking about the targeting of this kick. He's a big bad guy trying to kidnap me. Maybe he grabbed me by the wrist and I need to do that point and circle escape, but I need to distract him first, and this rising front kick is a great one. So just slowly so you can see what that target's gonna look like. Come just a little closer. All right, the kick goes up and under between the legs. You're kicking them in the privates. It's really dangerous, but really good to use when you're in danger, all right? So again, it's the shin that makes contact, and you can see my foot maybe sticking out the other side there, yeah, all right? So that's where we're gonna be kicking. All right, so go ahead and grab the bag for me. So you're kicking with your back leg, that word pivot is what tells you, and you're gonna be kicking up, under. So you're kicking with a straight leg, like this. So full speed, it looks like this. No! All right, one more time. No! All right, thank you, sir. All right, so here's how I want you guys to practice these. First, you gotta imagine what it is that you're kicking. It's a bad guy. You're in danger. You need to get him to be hurting so that you can get away. All right, so during our warm-ups, we did those front ups, right? Where you just swing your leg up and you're getting that stretch in the back of your leg. Okay, now that's a good move for warming up, but this is different. Similar movement, you're keeping that leg straight and you are swinging the leg straight out, but this must be done with as much power as possible. Okay, and the best way to keep that get that power, keeping your leg straight. When you go to kick, you gotta lean your hips into it like this. No, and then you land forward. Okay, right? Because if I just go like this, no, my hips really didn't move much. I probably only had about half as much power. But when I take that back leg, I lean those hips in and I'm driving forward. No! That's gonna be powerful stuff, all right? So I want you to practice first starting feeling that power, right? Leaning your hips into it. No. You don't have to kick full speed, but see how that feels differently than just your front up warm up, right? So then you're gonna do 10 on each side. No! If you have a partner, if there's someone there who can hold a kick shield for you, remember, you're kicking with the straight leg, and so you're hitting the bottom of the bag with your shin. There is no chamber. Say that to yourself, no chamber. Kick with a straight leg, all right? As hard and as powerful as you can. No! And once you do 10 on the right side, then switch your feet to do 10 on the left side. No! Remember, always kicking with that back leg. That is pivot, rising front kick. 10 on each side with as much power and loud voice as you can. Ready, set, go. All right, guys, so our next thing that we're going to be learning, our self-defense move for the month, is defending against a choke from behind when they're using their hands, okay? Last month we did the defense when they stick their arm around your neck. You step and pull and slap. This one's a little bit different. They're holding on with their hands, so trying to step and slap might not work because they're going to be a little bit further out, okay? And you got to do everything you can to get those hands off your neck right away. So I'm going to show you full speed really quick with Mr. Forleo here, and then we'll break it down for you, okay? All right, so here we go. No! 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 All right, so let's break it down for you guys. The very first part I did was a move that we call bicep to ear. So you want to bring your arm all the way up by your ear. And I like to think of reaching all the way across my head, because if I just go straight up, then there's still this much space. So the idea is you want to squish their fingers as best you can. That way it's harder for them to keep that grip around your neck. Then that arm that's up, you're going to step back with that same side and turn like this. That's usually successful at getting their hands off, but it might not be. And so then you drop your hand down like this. Bring your elbow down. Think of like a trucker pull when you're trying to get them to honk. All right, so let's try that again. The hands are on the neck, so stick your arm over the top of your head so you can feel your arm against your ear. And with that same side, you're going to step and turn and bring that elbow down. Okay, you got to drop your weight a little bit. All right, then from there, you follow up with a palm strike, kick, clench your up and knee, push off, and go from there. Thank you, sir. All right, so we'll break it down because you might not have someone there who can put their hands on you for you to practice. So in the air, we're gonna practice together, all right? So you shoot that arm up across your head, okay? Don't just go straight up because then you'll leave this space, and that's, you need to really squeeze their hand to kind of make their hand wonk up, okay? So think reaching over the top of your head, feeling your arm against your ear. We call that bicep to ear, like this. And you go, you do it as hard as you can, okay? Because if you just kind of go, oh, right there, if it's a strong person who's trying to choke you, man, you fight for your life. So you shoot that arm up, boom. And then that same side of the arm that went up, that's the one that you step with, and you turn and bring that elbow down. Okay, so I'll face this way so you can see that a little bit better. Shoot the arm up across your head, turn towards the arm that's up, and then drop that elbow down, okay? That is the most important part of this escape, but then you can't just leave it at that. You gotta follow it up with some strikes and kicks so that you can get away and run away and go get help, all right? But before you focus on those finishing moves, those strikes, I really want you to think about that bicep to ear move. Step and turn and bring the elbow down. So you are stepping in closer to that attacker, right? You're not stepping away. You're stepping in closer. stepping in closer so that you're inside their arms. Once you're inside their arms, they can't strike you. You've got their arms down here, and that's when you can follow up with palm strike, rising front kick, those 2 moves we just learned. All right, so really practice that bicep to ear, reaching across over the top of your head, and then turning to the same side. Turning to the same side. And you can practice both sides, but when it comes to showing us the move by the end of the month, test day, I don't care which side you use. This is a really instinctual move that you have to just go with the side that feels good. Okay, so if that's your left arm, boom, go and strike with the other one. If that's your right arm, step, turn. Just remember, you step towards the arm that goes up, okay? So this is a really fun one, and I think you guys are gonna do really awesome at this. Really practice that bicep to ear, step and turn. Dropping your weight. I'll show you when I turn. Boom, okay? A little bit of a lunge, kind of just like when we did that step and pull, right? You had to drop your weight. This is the same thing, except now you're just facing, now you're in close, and you can push off that back foot, boom, blast them with that palm strike to the face. All right, so practice that bicep to ear, step and pull several times on each side. See what feels natural. I personally actually use my left hand because I like to turn and strike with my right, but everybody does it differently, and that's okay. I want you to figure out what feels the best for you on this one. All right, so practicing that bicep to ear, turn and drop. Ready, set, go. Okay guys, so our word of the month for June is patience. I think you all have learned about patience probably from school, from your parents. It is the ability to calmly wait or put up with pain or trouble without getting upset or angry. I think this is something everybody can work on, not just kids. There's a lot of adults that struggle with having good patience. So maybe as a whole family, you guys can work on patience this month. And now that it's starting to feel nice outside, it's getting hot, and you're wanting to maybe get out and play with neighbor kids or go to the water park or go to any park. And sometimes your parents might say, not right now, we have to wait, or not today, but maybe tomorrow, okay? Waiting for the things that you want, because we don't always get what we want right away, and you just have to wait. And you wait calmly and patiently, not getting upset or angry. That also means not whining. But you say, okay, Mom, I'll wait. And you go find something else to do, something to play with. I know you guys got lots of toys, plenty of stuff to do, okay? But it also says putting up with pain or trouble, okay? Sometimes maybe you got injured. I know there's a student in the class, she broke her ankle just like 2 weeks ago. So and it hurts a lot whenever she moves, and so she has to be patient through that pain while her body's healing, okay? Maybe your parents are saying, no, we're not ready to go out yet, or your parents want you to wear a mask when you go to the store or something, right? That's some discomfort. I've had to wear a mask in a couple of places, and it was uncomfortable, but I kept it on while I was there, and I was patient, and I didn't whine and complain. Okay, so that takes patience. Dealing with some of those things that are uncomfortable, or you just don't feel like doing, or you don't feel like waiting. But that's what we're going to be working on this month for the month of June, is patience. So make sure you ask your parents to go on the website, shepherdwarriormartialarts.com, under the members tab, and then there's character sheets, and you scroll all the way down to the bottom of that link to get to the juniors character sheets and print it off at home. And look forward to seeing you guys. All right, thanks. Have a great day.